Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brother Phil, Brother Amir. Wake up, everybody. November 27th, 2024. Brother Phil, you're on the eve of Turkey Day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hmm
another day for, I guess, what we call thankful for giving what we giving.
Well, for me, brother, I'm giving what I give is love to my family, friends, and those that know me.
Right.
When they come up with this holiday, the good thing about it is it's a family day.
Mm-hmm.
We know the history. I'm sure there's people out there that know it in regards to the indigenous people and the made up story of a peaceful, commune. But it's a good day, man, for family to get together. Beautiful day to discuss, your family, your ancestors, just relax, eat some good food, and just, be thankful for the fact that we're still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we got to also always remember that we don't need a certain holiday to be thankful, to be around our families, to show that care and love and giveness for each other, right? At the end of the day.
Exactly.
Too many times we just let these holidays dictate what we should be doing and how we should be doing it,
Right.
where this should be a part of your daily makeup.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
If you're going to give when you can.
Yeah.
You want to receive, you're going to receive when those receivings are supposed to be receiving for you. So,
Yeah.
just another day for me, but, thankful to be here, healthy, alive, and healthy. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
My friends, my loved ones, everybody that I care about, they care about me. Those I know and don't know, I wish them nothing but the best, as far as being able to wake up, and be functional.
Right.
That's the most important thing for me.
Yeah, definitely, brother. And like I said, just I have families grown to 9 grandchildren.
Yeah, man.
And I remember when I was a little guy, and for this particular holiday, for my mom, who was an exceptional cook
Mm-hmm.
and just a great, everybody has their stories, I'm sure, about their moms. But
Right.
yeah, I just had a wonderful one, and she made that day very special for our family.
Yeah.
So I just remember all the family togetherness at the time when I was a little one. Now, like I said, I got 9 of my own. I'm definitely doing everything I can to make sure that they understand family
Mm-hmm.
and then sharing and caring.
Yeah, man. I miss my mom dearly. I mean, like you were saying, man, there was no other. She was the hierarchy of the family. Whether it was her own children, her brothers and sisters. She was the mother to a lot of different people, and I didn't know that until my mother made the transition. But super, super talented woman in so many different ways outside of the traditional things that we call our moms. So for those who still have their moms here, cherish and enjoy your mom, because there's nobody on the planet that can take the place of our mothers.
Exactly, and that's a conversation I had yesterday, man, with 2 of my 3 sons, telling them, of course, reminiscing about my own mother, as we're currently doing as we speak. And I explained to them, man, your mother does a lot for you.
Mm-hmm.
And mothers who have a different dynamic than us dads, I will go to the end of the earth for my children and back.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this extra level of care and love that mothers have
Mm-hmm.
that is natural for them.
Right.
So I told them, make sure little small things, man. Last time you gave your mom a flower, give her one.
Mm-hmm.
Just get a card, give her one.
Yeah.
We got these grandchildren right now. Some of them are in school where they can't read and write. Then you got the other ones that just do a little scribbling. Put that down on paper and hand it to her,
Mm-hmm.
just to tell them, with us having ours not here, we get to reminisce. I see photos.
Right.
I said, your mother's here.
Mm-hmm.
Let her know you love her as
That's
much
right.
as you possibly can.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Brother, we got a new product that we just brung out. I apologize, I didn't bring it,
Okay.
but it's a healing oil,
Okay.
and the healing oil ingredients is made up of neem leaf oil, rosemary leaf, olive leaf, grapeseed oil. A real nice oil. The benefits are it heals open wounds, it heals eczema as well as psoriasis. It's good for dry skin. It treats any kind of skin infection, and it reduces any kind of stretch marks that men and women may have. You know, um, it's really great mix for those who have the skin issues with our carbolic soap. by washing the body with the carbolic soap. It helps to dry out the, when you have emphysema and you have, eczema and you have psoriasis, applying the oil on after you dry your body off is really beneficial for the body. So that's a new oil that we have that is on the website www.goldenmoringausa.com, and for our teas is www.goldenleafteas.com. But brother, I didn't share this with you, but I got some new news as well. I got some additional news.
Okay.
I hooked up with a farmer, another farmer
Okay.
out west. This brother, we talk about farming.
Right.
We talk about harvesting. We talk about, growing our own stuff. We talked about us visiting a local black farmer here that's going to harvest some of the stuff for my business.
Right.
Well, I got a brother that's going to be selling me seeds in bulk. Those seeds, well, I'm going to start out with 11 different seeds.
Okay.
They're going to be first giant blackberry seeds. All the fruits are going to be seeded. Yellow watermelon seeds, mini kiwi berry seeds, cherry seeds, blueberry seeds that you can harvest in your home all season.
Okay.
That's really nice. Potted tangerine seeds. There was a video out of them basically saying that the oranges, they're going to take all the seeds out
Okay.
down in Florida. Muscadine green grapes.
All right.
So we don't really see a lot of green grapes that are seeded,
All right.
right? Sweet chili shaped strawberries. So just think about the chili pepper.
Right.
They're kind of long and narrow and thin.
Yeah.
Well, they have strawberries that are shaped that way as well.
Okay. All right.
Giant blueberry seeds that you can harvest in your home as well.
All right.
Finger-sized grapes and raspberry seeds.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Yeah,
so this
man.
is someone that you came across.
Yep.
And what you're going to do, my assumption would be, like I said, just bringing that news to me. This is going to be available on
the website, www.goldenmoringausa. We're going to package them.
Okay.
You get 10 to 15 seeds per package.
All right.
So again, you can harvest them inside. You can harvest them on your patio. If you got a little area in your backyard or a large backyard, you can put it in your backyard. You can put it in your patio. You can put it in your home. We don't have no excuses on why we can't harvest some of these products, in our homes or outside of our homes, whether we have, grass or a patio where we can put them in different types of pots.
Right. And let me say this here, because, like I said, we have these discussions about being able to grow your own food. So you know where the food's coming from.
Right.
You know that it's natural or organic without the pesticides. And since tomorrow's a big family day, and that particular day is where we consume a lot of food, this would be an excellent opportunity for families. But you sit down, this is just a suggestion to put it out there. Get with your family members who may be interested. Have that conversation.
Absolutely.
And get with these seeds. You might have a cousin that be willing to grow 2 or 3 things at his or her home. Your brother willing to grow 2 or 3 things at his home. And get into the business of exchanging between the family. Because we go to these farmers markets and grocery stores. Just take Walmart. They're buying stuff from everybody. And a lot of the American foods we're getting, if you're out here paying attention to information that's going across the World Wide Web, a lot of food out here is not healthy for us.
Yeah.
And this is an opportunity what Brother Amir is bringing to the table. I know I'm going to be first in line for my seeds, but to be able to literally grow your own food. And as he stated, you can do this in your home, on your patio. So, when my man puts them up on the site, by all means, get in and get you some seeds.
Oh yeah. Trust and believe. I was talking about it earlier with a couple other brothers, and they want every seed that is available because they're looking to do the same thing. The idea of you saying, with your family members, different ones taking different pieces of the fruits and vegetables. We're going to also be offering vegetables, probably early spring, but at least you'll be able to get your seed and start thinking about how you plan on harvesting for 2025.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. We want to see how this works out. I'm going to have as much as I possibly can get. But as we do know, things do change.
Right.
And I don't know how many other people that he's supplying to.
Right. Right.
So I try to get as much as I possibly can just to be able to get it to as many people as possible that are interested in growing their own fruits.
Yeah.
Because 2025 will be different than 2024.
Yeah.
Trust and believe.
Yeah.
When you talk about just the cost
Mm-hmm.
of food, and we all know going to the grocery store is no walk around the park when it comes to cost, regardless if you're trying to eat healthy or not.
Yeah.
It is truly a major cost to us all.
And speaking of that too, man, I was listening to someone. Forgive me for not remembering the name, but there's so much information that's going back and forth across, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. But the general was speaking of, in particular, black families. How, if you think about it from a national perspective in America, we're basically consumers.
Hmm.
Maybe there's something that I don't know, but is there an industry that we're major in outside of entertainment and sports that we pretty much control the flow of that product? You know what I'm saying?
We don't control anything in this country.
And
And then the part of control, for instance, abroad, in say, for instance, Africa, where all the minerals and diamonds and golds and
hmm
the list goes on and on and on. They're no longer in control. They've
right,
really never been in total control, but they're no longer in control because the Asia has gone in.
yeah,
Russia has gone in.
yeah,
We all know about America. We all know about, okay, the European countries, how they chopped up the continent and still get, all the things that they want, however they want, whenever they want.
yeah.
So when you think about it, we've never been in control of anything in my lifetime, and I think, my parents' lifetime.
Yeah, and that's why I brought it up because the guy was talking about you cannot consume your way to some kind of relative power in America.
Hmm.
And his point was we buy a lot. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's luxury items, beautiful homes. I know that in our community, people love to stay sharp. But just think about it. We're spending all of our money with someone else. And if they decided, these groups out here, to kind of like say, freeze us out,
Right.
we're not bringing nothing to the table.
Right.
So when you're bringing this thing to me about the seeds, my thoughts are about being able to control your own, at least your food,
That's right.
which is important, right? And then when you spoke of the prices, everybody knows right now things are up high. Now, these, particular manufacturers out there, we got the new incoming president talking about tariffs.
Hmm.
So, of course, there's a lot of people that are out here backing and speaking to tariffs. But for those of us that if you do not understand what that means, these other countries are stating if this country puts tariffs on them,
Hmm.
they're going to put tariffs on us.
That's right.
So there's going to be some kind of war going on, not the physical bombing, blowing up war, but it's going to be an economic war.
Hmm.
And for those of us that do not produce our own, we are going to be in trouble if we do not change our habits now. Very important.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And just to your point, that we, the brother that made that statement, I think it was the brother that wrote "Think and Grow Rich."
Okay.
That's what I think it was.
All right.
That made that what you're
All right.
speaking about.
Okay.
That we're consumers of everything,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we have no control over anything
Right.
that we create or that is on our soil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, this is not for everybody.
Yeah.
Folks will continue to do
Mm-hmm.
business as usual, thinking that things will never change or
Mm-hmm.
things won't get any better or things might not ever get any worse for them. But in 2025, things are going to kick off like we're not prepared for in our lifetime. And that could be good if you're prepared, and that could be extremely bad if you're not prepared.
And before we close out, what we're basically stating, we have to change our mindset, and there are things we can do. If you think about just the fact that you can grow your own food, I'm not sure if folks out there get it. I know I do. Growing your own food means you can eliminate a large portion of your grocery bill. And then you actually know what you're consuming.
Absolutely.
Which is super important, because one of the biggest things we talk on here is about health.
Health.
Right? And what we consume, ingest, digest is what's actually hurting us. So if we want to improve the condition of our health and our families and our communities, we must learn to stop just being consumers and learn how to be producers.
Absolutely. Great point. Great point. All right. Until next time, thanks for tuning in to Wake Up Everybody with Brother Phil and Brother Amir.
Okay. Peace, y'all.
Peace.